Alright, lesson 4-4, similar figures. Similar figures are the same shape, but may not necessarily be the same size. And there's two conditions that make two of the same shape, but maybe different sizes, two conditions that make them similar. And those two conditions are that congruent angles are equal, and also the corresponding sides, the lengths are proportional. So we'll talk a little more about what that means. Okay, this reads, triangle XY ABC is similar to triangle XYZ. And this first condition, that it has congruent angles. So this angle A, if it was 64 degrees, this angle X would be the exact same. Also, whatever angle C is, Z would be equal, and B and Y would be equal also. And we could write that using this angle, or this symbol, I'm sorry. We would write angle A is congruent to, and we would use this symbol with this wavy line over it, is congruent to angle X. So make sure you're taking note of what those symbols mean. This symbol means similar, and this symbol means congruent. Okay, my second condition, the ratios of corresponding sides, those lengths are proportional. So this side, CB, would be proportional to XY. So if I'm setting up my proportions to check this, I would do all my ABC on top and all my XYZ on bottom. And then I'm going to, down my ratios, I'm going to write the corresponding sides. So CB would correspond with XY. Also, CA would correspond with XZ. And AB would correspond with XY. So if I know I have similar figures, I can solve for any missing side lengths using these proportions, or if I'm not sure if my figures are similar, I could use these proportions to check. Also, just make sure you have the meaning for these symbols down. Okay, make sure you have all that down, and then we'll do two examples of types of problem we can solve with this information. Okay, to answer this question, are these shapes similar, we got to ask ourselves two things. Are the angles, the corresponding angles, congruent? For these rectangles, all my angles are 90 degrees, so yes, all my angles are congruent. Now I need to ask myself, are the corresponding sides proportional? So I'm going to set that up. Setting up my proportions, I'm going to use all my sides for the rectangle LMNO on top, and then I'm going to use HIJK on bottom. Now, my side LM corresponds with HI, and my side MN corresponds with IJ. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out with these side lengths. LM, my side length is 10, HI is 8. I want to know if this is proportional, if this ratio is equal to, so I'm going to just put a question mark because I'm not sure. LM corresponds with HI, yes, okay. Now MN my side length was 4, and IJ was 3. Okay, to see if this is an equal ratios, I'm going to use my cross products. Alright, so 10 times 3 is 30, and 8 times 4 is 32. So my cross products are not equal, and therefore, just because my corresponding angles are congruent doesn't mean this is a similar figure, because my corresponding sides were not proportional. So these two rectangles were not similar. Let's do another example. Alright, sometimes you will already be told that your figures are similar, and you'll be asked to find a missing side length. And on occasion, you will have your figures kind of stacked up on top of each other like this. The first thing you want to do is pull them apart and label them separately. Make sure when you're labeling triangle ABC that you're including all of this length, and it was going to be 8 plus 16, which is 24. So we will set up a proportion to solve for that missing piece. Again, we'll use ABC on top and DEC on bottom. You could do it either way, whichever way you decide to do it. Make sure you stick with it though for that problem. Alright, so I'm given this bottom length on both of my triangles. For ABC, that bottom length is 24, and my bottom length on DEC is 16. And then with my side with the missing piece on ABC, that side is 18, and then DEC, that's what I don't know, it's X. So I'm going to cross multiply to solve. So I'm going to have 18 times 16 equals 24x. I'm going to multiply first. Alright, 18 times 16, I get 288 equals 24x. To isolate x, I need to divide both sides by 24. 288 divided by 24 is 12. So 12 equals x. And if I look back at my triangles, I can tell the relationship here is equal to this relationship here. And so I have solved correctly. That's all I have for today. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I'll see you soon. Bye.